will be starting.
To the booth, we break it all down. The Vault Studio, the best show in town. Show in town, let's show in town, let's show in town. Lights on, mic check, game time, let's go. Jay George, Scotty running the show. Rock on the mix, keeping it tight. NFL talk every day, every night.
And welcome to the Vault Studio NFL podcast.
Happy New Year, bitch.
Happy New Year to everyone.
And final farewells for half of you.
What do you mean?
16 teams were eliminated.
Oh,
Is it 16?
goodbyes. I'd hope so. I think so. I think 16. Shout out to our sponsors at the Sporting Globe Chirnside Park. I want to start with them. Guys, we're going to be down there for Super Bowl this year at the Chirnside Park location.
Yes, absolutely.
So make sure, get on the website.
Get your
Buy
tickets.
yourself a ticket. It's a great venue. They do a lot of fun stuff before the game.
It's actually a really good day. Like
Yeah.
you get down there, have fun. I'll be there. So if you got any beef with me, we'll sort it
Well,
out at the back. No problem.
You'll be there. You're like a 95% chance because if Philly do make it, you won't come.
No, if they make it, I won't come. But
Yeah,
the chance of them making it are very
No,
slim.
you have to commit to coming if they make it.
No, there's no way. No,
Oh, that's lame.
no, like I'm lame. That's
Are you going to come if Seattle make it?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to ask? Oh, no, don't worry.
Don't worry, I'll be there if the Ravens make it.
So we'll be there.
I love the optimism, Tommy.
Make sure you get
That's
your
all I got.
tickets. Get around our good friends Dave and Eloise down at the Chirnside Park Sporting Globe. Download the app. Change the sponsorship to the Vault Studio. And yeah, like seriously, if we can dig in and get as many people down there on the day, buy a few beers, buy a meal. It will go such a long way to getting us to a few goals for next season.
Amen.
Stuff we
And it's
wanna
great
upgrade.
atmosphere too.
Oh, it's an awesome venue.
Every-
Upstairs or downstairs, it's unreal.
Yep.
I still remember vividly when Cooper DeJean had that pick and the whole place erupted. Like,
Pick six, yeah.
yeah, the whole place erupted.
I'm
I'm sure.
might have helped he was white.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm pretty sure I saw a chair in the air. Like it was
Yeah,
wild. There were scenes.
It went off. It
Yeah.
went off. So yeah, we'll be down there. Follow us on all our socials: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. We've just recorded a separate YouTube video tonight. It's about a 20-minute one on just the Pro Bowl, our reaction to it.
Yeah.
Going through the teams, a few snubs we thought should have got in.
Yeah,
So,
worth a look. Check it out,
yeah,
guys.
check that out. Give it a
Or
like.
don't. If you follow this show, you know that we really don't like the Pro Bowl that much. So
Come
Nah.
on, we're coming around to it, Scotty.
give
Come
us
on,
a
we're coming around.
No, you're not.
Get on there and tell us who your
Give us
subs
a
are.
sympathy
That's what I want
view.
everyone to tell us. Tell us, watch it, and then comment on the YouTube video who you think your biggest snub is from your team or other team. Tell us who you think should have got in or who shouldn't have got in is probably the funner conversation.
And if you are watching this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. A lot of stuff's going on there, so
Yeah,
be on
Absolutely.
board.
Absolutely.
Tommy doing some work as usual.
And we are into a massive week 18, final week of the regular season coming up, plus a little bit of a review of last week's game. We were going to do a podcast on Tuesday night, but thanks to Telstra and my
Some,
good friends,
Technical issues.
had about a 7-hour fight with them over internet, which was always fun.
Shout out to Prajeet down at Telstra. They're doing his best work.
Just unreal.
I was going to say it, but I'm glad you did.
Unreal scenes in this household. Everyone was yelling, mainly me. Yeah, so that was our thing. We were going to do a bit of a double show tonight. There won't be a live show this weekend. We'll preview the games tonight as well. Mainly the games that matter, which is three essentially winner goes in games. I think the Bucks need a little bit of help as well. But let's start with some news. I believe we're going to go to the Stephon Diggs news first. Is that right?
Yep.
So Stephon Diggs is just in a
Jeez, he's on a run at the moment.
in a little bit of trouble. He's facing strangulation and assault charges over a dispute with his chef, I believe. His private chef. There's text messages going out.
This is so comical, man.
What are you
This
doing?
is the same man that knocked up Cardi B.
Yeah. He's
I
just
won't go into
And they
that.
kept the baby.
also
Just
if we
for everyone.
remember the start of this season on the boat with the pink
Oh,
powder.
I didn't have an
Yeah.
issue with that.
No, but it just seems to
A lot
follow
of
him
stuff.
around.
He's on a generational run at the moment.
Ah. And the worst
I like
part
it.
is that he's been so productive and meaningful for that Patriots team that he's just ruining it for himself.
He just can't help himself because he's usually an absolute sack on the field, yelling at his teammates. On the field, he's been sensational.
Yep.
He hasn't
He's had
yelled
like,
at
he's had
anyone.
like one minor incident this year, which wasn't even that bad.
And that was against the Bills,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was obviously up and about the first time he played the Bills, but like he's been like flawless on the field. He's been productive. Like his attitude's been great. Off the field, he's been an absolute shambles. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. And like I said, not going to spend a ton of time. We don't like this stuff. And I also am learning.
yeah, we should
need
make
to,
light of him strangling a woman.
we also need to like let it run its race a little bit because it turns out we talked about Pickens. That's more's come out of that now that the guy's actually gone to do it. He's done this to Pickens a few times now.
DK, you mean? Yeah.
DK, sorry,
Yeah.
DK Metcalf, my mistake. Two volatile receivers. But yeah, he's targeted him a few times in games, and
Yep.
that's why Metcalf reacted like that, which is kind of what we thought. Like, obviously, you can't go hitting a fan, and he's going to pay his suspension for that and cost himself some guaranteed
Just
money.
on that quickly,
Nah, he didn't-
did you see the Steelers have said they're not touching his guaranteed money?
they're not
They're
touching
choosing not to.
I'm glad they've done that.
They
That's a
never
very,
were.
that's a very Steelers thing to do, by the way.
Yeah, that is a bottom scum team would take the guarantees from their star player.
Yeah.
And then that star player asks for a trade in a year's time, and then you
Yeah.
get nothing for him. So Steelers did the right thing. They
I think so
understood
too.
there was-
And
They knew
given
that
the
he was
situ-
provoked. They knew
Also,
there
that
was more to
that
it.
tool now doing his press conference just makes him look like an absolute moron. His own nephew actually was the one that ratted him out and said that he was planning it for weeks and was
Right.
gloating about it, how he's going to get him to punch him and stuff like that. So
What an absolute knob! I didn't know that.
yeah, so there's been a lot going on with
See
that.
what I told you.
So
I told you
yeah.
there's more to it.
there's
no
more,
way
to, and
DK would do
and
that.
like not to make light of this situation. If he has strangled and assaulted her, that's fucking disgusting. But let's let it run its race for a little bit. It's a bad look as of now. There's going to be some ramifications for it. Knowing the NFL, they'll make sure the ramifications don't come in playoffs.
oh, for sure.
They'll make
For
sure.
sure.
Like I guarantee you, if the Steelers weren't in the playoffs, DK Metcalf's probably getting a 4 or 5 game suspension. But they know they know where their money lies. They know Stephon Diggs needs to be on this Patriots team for them to have any success, and that's money in the NFL's pocket. So
I don't even think he'll miss games. At worst,
Well-
it'll just be a fine.
Well, the mad thing is the
Mm.
arraignment is the Friday before the AFC Championship game. So if something
Yeah.
does come out of that,
well, it's only if
So
he gets
what-
arrested, because what the NFL will do, they'll wait for that now.
Yes, that's
then
right.
they'll do their own internal
Yes.
investigation on it,
Yeah.
and
And that'll
like,
take months.
and let's be honest, the Patriots, I know they're potentially going to be the 1 seed, but it's a long shot they're going to be in the AFC Championship game, in my opinion.
No,
It's-
I disagree for what it's worth, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If they're the 1 seed, so they're going to win 1 game.
Yeah.
So
And that'll be at home too.
at home, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see how it plays out. I'm not going to get into it, but it's a terrible look for old Stephon at this point. As for his brother over in Dallas, or not in Dallas, he was cut by the Dallas Cowboys.
This has been such a weird year-long saga. This whole
Yeah.
thing's been so just
What did he do?
crazy.
Get a concussion in his own house watching TV or something?
Something like that. There's a lot of stuff. I think the Cowboys have been utilizing injuries to try and void guarantees and stuff like that in
Yeah.
cap hit, which they've done successfully. They knew what they were doing from the start of this
Yeah,
year.
for sure.
The bottom line is, if you want to talk about the player, when he's played this year, he's been really poor.
Yeah,
Now,
that's true.
that scheme doesn't suit him. This scheme, he's a press man sort of corner. He's a high risk, high reward sort of guy. He can get burned a lot, but he generates turnovers. But his play hasn't been good enough, and that's ultimately why he's not on the Dallas Cowboys anymore. I will say on one thing, I will always remember his 11 interception season from a couple of years ago as one of the better seasons I've ever watched from a corner. He was so fun, so competitive and outstanding. It's a sad end, but he's been picked up. He got claimed by Green Bay.
Yep,
So they've
I saw
picked up
that.
his contract as well, which is even better for the Cowboys.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Because Green Bay wanted him that badly, which is a little surprising to
I think
me.
they got a bit of injuries in the backfield. So
Yeah, and he's also, keep in mind,
he's good mates with Micah
he's
Parsons.
best friends with Micah Parsons. And this was always going to happen once Micah Parsons got traded. It was almost, we're just waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
Whether he played well or not, he was not going to be on the Cowboys next year.
Yeah.
So they've bit the bullet. They've got rid of him. In fairness, they've done it early enough so he can go and actually play for another team, which is probably a bit of a sign of goodwill by them. They could have easily just waited till next year and then said, hey, season's over now. we'll cut
Potentially,
you.
yeah.
So they've kind of looked after him a little bit there and got him to a team where he can now play in the playoffs in a couple of weeks. So we'll see how it plays out. Do we like it from a Green Bay point of view?
Doesn't move the field at all. It doesn't move the needle at all for me.
I don't hate it. As Scotty said, they've got some injuries in the secondary, so
They do play a lot of man, which is his strength. He could, like I said, he's a guy that could generate a turnover in a wild card game and help you. Like,
Yeah.
you never know. Someone could take a shot at him and he gets a cheeky turnover, pick six, something
And
like that.
the Ravens were saying that about Jaheir Alexander, and then
Very
the
true.
Chargers was not Chargers, the Eagles were saying that
Is he
about.
still on the Eagles?
No, he got
he-
dropped.
he's like basically like retired.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
My
I've
understanding.
just said
Yeah.
he just went out of the news.
that's
the
what I
news.
mean. Like the corners just have such a short shelf life, and especially I would say Diggs was an elite corner, but he was a playmaking corner.
Diggs
Um,
is also a lot younger than Alexander, keep in mind.
yeah, but
Diggs
he's
is
been burnt for so long now.
Diggs is
Diggs.
only 27, I believe. So he's,
Yeah.
he's a lot younger. Like he's only on his.
Well, Alexander's only 28 then.
29, I think.
28,
29 or
29.
30.
Yeah.
How old's Diggs, Tommy?
Because
He's
he's-
27.
27. Okay, yeah. So he's got some game left in him.
Yeah.
I don't hate it for the Green Bay. I don't hate it because they need it.
Anytime
It's
you
worth
can,
a swing.
yeah, anytime you can add a semi-talented player or someone that can help your team at this point of the season, I think all for it.
Agreed.
I'm just surprised they claimed him and didn't let him but they only would have done it if they knew someone else was going to.
I would say so. Yeah.
It's probably like Detroit or something that would do it just to piss them off.
Well, Detroit's going to be in cap hell soon. So,
Yeah. So that's it for the news, Tommy?
That's it.
We're
Yeah.
on to the
well, what about MVP? Stafford.
We could talk
Sure.
about it in the
talk about it in the
previews.
game preview.
All right.
Talk
Done.
about
Are we doing
Stafford.
that one?
Yeah, we'll talk.
Let's,
okay. We're going to talk playoffs now, so we'll talk about it here.
let's talk playoffs because that's the word on everyone's lips at the moment.
So essentially, the AFC is all but locked in. It's just seedings and Steelers and Ravens, who we'll preview later. They're playing off that thing.
There's only two teams that can,
Only two teams that can change.
and that's the Steelers and
Ravens.
the Panthers.
They're
Yeah,
in the NFC, yeah.
They're the only two teams that are currently in the playoffs that can come out.
Yeah, 100%.
So the rest of the teams are all locked in. It's just seeding that's going to move up and down. And I think there's a lot of movement in both conferences.
Well, let's just talk about the Ravens because they had a really good win over the Packers. Derrick Henry was fucking unreal in that game. Like,
Yep.
unreal.
Yep.
230 yards, I think he had, 4 touchdowns. He single-handedly took over that game. And Green Bay are a strong
electric.
defense. And he just said, you know what? No Lamar. I'm winning this game and I'm giving ourselves a chance. And the Packers looked really lifeless. And in fairness, Malik Willis played very, very well.
He
for
looks
the
really
Packers.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks good.
He's getting a shot next year, Malik Willis, on a team. He's out of contract this year. He's going to get a shot.
Before this game, what's interesting is before this game, he said he wants to stay in Green Bay as a backup. He doesn't want to get that fringe starter muddy.
Yeah.
And go to a Jets or pick your poison.
Yeah.
He said that he would rather stay at Green Bay. So it's interesting. Maybe he likes
He's
working
still,
with
he's still on his
LaFleur.
rookie contract as well. He's got his 4th year. Actually, yeah, he's under contract next year. It's his 4th year on his rookie deal.
Yeah, but he was a 3rd round pick.
Yeah, so you still get 4 years, but they claimed him from the Titans. So
Yeah.
that he's on his rookie deal still, I believe. But 288 yards passing and a touchdown, and then 2 touchdowns on the ground and 60 yards there as well.
He had a hell of a game.
He was about the only thing keeping Green Bay alive because the rest
Yep.
of them looked pretty uninterested, especially on defense. They were pretty. Or 41.
Very
points kept
surprising
running.
to see them rock up like that, especially at home. That was
They have had games like that this year.
Yeah,
Remember
they
the
have.
Cowboys put 41 on them as well. They've had lapses where they've just completely shit the bed defensively.
I think they're on a 4-game losing streak now.
Yeah, they're limping into the playoffs.
Yeah.
can't afford that coming into the playoffs.
Well,
man.
I think they are in the NFC the most one and done team in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Personally,
bit of a lame duck 7 seed, I think.
yeah, I can't. They're going in the wrong direction. This week's a dead rubber for them. They won't. Jordan Love's not going to play. I believe they're just going to roll into next week.
He'll get right for the playoffs. for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
so they'll look at that.
They're
But yeah,
locked into the 7th seed. They can't move up or down.
Yeah, well,
So-
and shout out to the Ravens. They kept themselves alive, and then we flipped to the other side where the Steelers had a chance against the crappy 3-win Cleveland Browns, and they shit the absolute bed. They
Yep.
could not have played worse
Yeah,
as a full team.
And they were, and if you watch the game, they were so concerned about Myles Garrett. They were too focused on not letting him get the sack to worry about executing an offense that can win a football game.
Yeah.
There was no flow to the offense. It was all just trying to get the ball out quick, because they knew that Rodgers was a sitting duck back there, basically.
Yeah.
A lot of fade routes. Just
That's what their offense has been, though. In fairness, their offense has
well,
been
it was
a lot
very-
of quick release.
I agree with you, but it was very ineffective.
I just think they just don't. Without DK, they just got no one that can get the attention of the defense.
Yeah, that's fair too.
So-
And Browns are a very good defense, in fairness.
Yeah.
They played really well.
They've
in
been
this game.
inconsistent, but their best has been very, very good.
Did we think it was PI on the final play on the goal line?
I've seen
Yeah.
I've been less called.
Yeah.
I think it could have been called, but I'm really glad it wasn't because we talked about it the week earlier in the Detroit game against Pittsburgh, I believe,
When
Where
Amon
they-
Ra St. Brown pushed
where
up.
they called one on Amon-Ra St. Brown, one on Tesla. The Tesla one was horrendous. I don't think that was PI at all. So they kind of I think they muddled the end of that game and made it a lot worse. I'm glad they didn't call it. I'm glad Rodgers had a wide open guy for a touchdown. He was just locked in to that route.
Yeah.
To, I think it was.
Yeah, it was a failure on the outside, and he had
Austin?
someone here over the middle.
No, it was to
open.
LVS, the old chief.
Oh, MVS.
MVS, yeah.
Yeah.
Valdez Scantling. So
Yeah.
he threw it to him 4 times in a row or something like that against Denzel Ward. Like that's
I don't know.
That's a
And
dumb
they
move.
say asked Denzel Ward in the post game, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not sure why he was throwing it to me."
They went-
He actually said it. He's like, I don't know why they're throwing it. Like, I don't know.
Could that be,
his coverage
He's
was
literally the
spot on.
best player. Like, apart from Garrett, he's the second best player on the field. I don't
could
know
that
what
be the
they're doing.
reason why they made the call? Because they were kind of like the man, like he's not going to call PI. He's actually going to be like, if it's a
Well-
worse corner, do they sort of go, oh, for him to get there, it's got to be PI like that?
I think that Rodgers got hung up, and when you're a veteran quarterback, you can't get one-eyed when you're playing quarterback. You can't just decide before the snap, this is what I'm doing and this is why. He didn't read the coverage. He didn't understand what was going to be open because there was probably 10 times in key moments where there were wide open guys, but he was just focused on the one thing.
Yeah.
And as a veteran quarterback, they're the things that shouldn't happen, right?
And
Unless
that's very
it's-
unlike him too, because he's normally really good at going through
Yeah.
his progressions. as
Unless it's like an actual manufactured play for a particular, like it's someone schemed open for a 3 or 5 step drop or whatever it is, and
Yeah.
it's specific. But Arthur Smith definitely does not run an offense like that.
nah, he's terrible.
No, and they talk like all the media hyping that they, like a lot of Steelers people are saying, well, they didn't want him to break TJ Watt's record and all this sort of stuff. It's like, he's probably going to break it anyway. And what do you get out of it? You might miss out on the playoffs
Yeah.
again. And this is what Tomlin does. He just finds ways where he can finish off against a crappy team, win a division, go into week 18, rest all his players,
Yeah.
not worry. Who cares about the Ravens? They're eliminated. We don't give a crap. Beat us. We don't care. But
Yeah.
beat all our backups. And he puts
point.
himself in these positions all the time where they've got a chance to just get it done and they don't get it done. And this is his criticism. Yes, he's had 19 seasons in a row of winning. He's won a Super Bowl in his second year, I believe. But the last 10 years, it has been bad wins, like winning record seasons, and either immediate playoff eliminations or these situations where they go in and lose a game when they need to win it.
Yeah.
And he's put himself in this position again. We'll talk about this game later, but they've put himself in a tough position now where the Ravens are running with all the momentum and they could have ended it. They could have snuffed it all out.
Oh, couldn't care less about the Steelers.
No, and
Or the Browns.
I think the AFC, like, I think it's working out. The Broncos are the 1 seed right now. They play the Chargers. The Chargers will actually be wanting to win that game to try and get the 5 seed, but I believe Herbert's not playing.
No, so they're playing the Texans, I think.
No,
No,
Chargers play the Broncos.
Chargers playing the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're resting Herbert. They don't want to.
Yeah.
A, they don't want to show their cards.
Yeah.
B, they don't want their limping O line to go against this D line.
Yeah. So I think
So
I
just
think
rest
the,
Herbert.
I think
Just-
the AFC will pretty much stay the same. Denver will be the 1 seed, Patriots the 2 seed, and then we'll
If Patriots win, do they jump them?
not if Denver win too.
Right. Okay.
So if Denver beat the Chargers, which without Herbert, then you'd think they're going to.
Sure.
Got it on
and-
the screen now if you have a look. Denver, yeah, the 1 seed, though, at the current standings will play Houston or Pittsburgh. And then your other games are Buffalo and New England. And then the Chargers and Jacksonville will be whoever wins those games will play off.
Yeah.
Then the NFC, the winner of Carolina currently and the 49ers will play the Seahawks. And then you've got Philly and the Rams going head to head, and Chicago and Green Bay
and the winners of them will play each other.
will play each other.
Are you just anointing that the 49ers going to win?
No,
Well,
that's 49.
No, this is the current.
That's them as the 5 seed.
Yeah, this is the current
That's,
playoff.
that's currently. So
Yeah,
we'll-
Seahawks won.
yeah, it's what he's saying. Seahawks don't play that week. They'll play the winner.
Oh,
of,
yeah. Okay.
they'll
I thought
play
you were
the
saying
winner of
the Seahawks
Niners.
will play the winner out of
No,
Yeah.
Carolina, Tampa Bay.
No.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
So that's I think the playoffs, and we'll talk about the games that are going to decide it. We'll talk about them soon. But I think the playoffs are all but set. But these winners get in sort of games, which there's 3 of them we'll go over a little bit later. What's next, Tommy?
We've got the games. We can head straight into
Oh, let's do it. Yeah.
Carolina and Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. So that's Sunday our time, correct?
Sunday, 8:30, I think.
Sunday morning game. So fun fact, I actually didn't realize this until I was watching the Rams and Falcons game.
Yep.
That now the Falcons have won, they can actually eliminate the Bucks by beating the Saints. So that makes that game very important. So if the Falcons win this week, the Bucks are eliminated no matter what.
Yes, that's right. So
That's crazy, isn't it?
so Carolina own the tiebreaker over
Yes.
both teams. So if
No, they only own the tiebreaker if they either or if they beat, it's not a tiebreaker, but if they lose to the Bucks and the Falcons win, they own the tiebreaker. If the
That's
Falcons
right.
lose, the Bucks own the tiebreaker.
no,
It goes by strength of
the only
division.
way the Bucks can get in is they win and Falcons lose.
Yes, 100%.
That's the only way.
They do not control their own destiny. In saying that, I don't think it's going to matter. The Bucks are playing awful. They're playing terrible. Baker Mayfield, his second half of the season has been as bad as any starting quarterback in the NFL. It has not been good at all.
It's definitely dropped off.
We praise him when he's at his best, and he was at his best for a long time. But his second half of the season has been pretty bad. They were 6-1 at one point.
Yep.
So they'd only win 2 games since then. Or what are they? So they're 7-9.
Yep.
So they've won 1 game down the stretch, which is
1-8.
it's terrible. And they've lost to the Saints. They've lost to the Panthers already. I think the Panthers are a better all-round football team than the Bucks right now. And unless the Bucks can just get some veteran magic and get a big game out of Evans and Goodwin and Baker finds that form, and it's hard. It's hard to just click your fingers and get that stuff back, especially in big games.
Well, when they haven't shown it either, it's not like they're a team that's been playing well and they're like, oh, the win's coming. They're sort of just limping through the season a little bit. They've been in close games throughout, but they've just like, it's almost the opposite at the start of the season. Start of the season, they were just like pulling wins out of their ass, and they were like last minute drives and all that sort of
They had
stuff.
like four wins in a row. I think it was just like last minute drives. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And now they're losing all these games, so it all sort of works out in the wash a little bit. But the Panthers like have a good defense.
They played very well against Seattle.
Yeah.
They did defensively. They played really well. It was just the turnovers that killed them offensively, because Seattle did what good teams do when they generate turnovers. They punch in touchdowns.
They got the ball with a short field and they punched in for a touchdown.
punched in touchdowns.
All 3 of their touchdowns were on short fields.
Yeah, and that's what they did. They put them away.
Even last week, like aside, they've been stingy all year.
Yeah,
Their
they're a good
defense has been quite good, and I think they'll just give the Bucks the business.
I also think Atlanta are going to beat the Saints for whatever it's worth too. I think Atlanta are
No,
playing really well.
no. We're on Shook.
We are on Shook. Shook can just. I think
he
Shook
sealed it
I think
last week,
Shook's
to be
locked it
honest.
up.
Oh no, McMillan's
He's a
odds dropped.
favorite now, isn't he?
Nah, McMillan was at 240, and with a 1 reception 5-yard game, he went to 170. So someone knows something.
You
in
can't
Vegas.
give it to McMillan. It's all done by betting, right? People putting money on him. That's why.
I
That's why
think
the
because
odds
he
are
went up to
reduced.
220. Yeah,
But like, he's going to have. He's just. I think he's at 910 yards, something like that. So he's
Yeah.
going to have just around 1,000-yard season, either just under or just over, depending on his last game.
Yep.
You can't give Rookie of the Year to just 1,000-yard receiver. This isn't a Justin Jefferson or a Puka Nacua.
no, it's not.
Like, it's not that sort of.
They had
season.
1,400 yards.
Yeah. That's
in
what I
their
mean.
rookie
Well,
year.
I think Jefferson had 1,600. He broke the record, and
Yeah.
then I think Puka then broke it the next year or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they were like 2 of the best rookie seasons ever in a row.
Yeah.
So we kind of got spoiled by it. You can't just give it to a receiver who's just had 1,000 yards and the offense is a 16-point a game offense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry,
Anyway,
you just
back,
can't.
back to this game. I think the only shot that the Bucks have is that this game is in Tampa. If this was in Carolina, they got no hope.
I
They got some semblance of hope.
watching them, the way they played against Miami and how deflated
Yeah, that
and
looked awful.
soft, and the effort was so low. I can't see, if they come out like that, the Panthers will win this by 3 scores. Like, they will wipe their ass. Honestly.
And interestingly enough, they couldn't stop the run, and Carolina are going to want to run the ball.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
got 2 good running backs in
Seattle's gonna
Seattle
run the ball,
and Chuba Hubbard.
Yep.
They're going to try and run the ball and protect Bryce Young.
Yep.
And then get him off of play action.
Yep.
And if Tampa Bay don't stop the run, they'll just get stomped out. They'll lose the time of possession. The Panthers will be ahead on the chains the whole game.
Yep.
Defense will rest. It's all
And the
working
Bucks
against them.
defense won't rest because they'll be on the field so much.
Yeah, they'll
good
wear them
point.
down.
Yeah.
And we're at
it's
this
all
point
against
now where there's enough information that we've seen, and the last 5 weeks in particular from the Bucks, where they've lost to, they beat Arizona by 3 points, which was a close game. And
I think
they've
that wasn't that like a walk-off field goal?
Yeah,
as well?
it was.
Yeah.
It was. And then they've lost to the Saints, the Falcons, the Panthers, and now the Dolphins.
Mm.
So everything is telling us that if they come out and play lights out and turn it around and have all this effort, I won't be pissed off. I'll be shocked.
Yeah.
From what we have
I've been
seen for the
disappointed.
past 5 weeks, I'm disappointed for Carolina.
Yeah, for Carolina.
I just don't think Carolina are playing with more effort, more. They feel like there's more on the line for them. They want it more right now.
Yep.
I just think they're going to win this game. I think they're going to win it by 2 scores.
Yeah, those 3 division losses in a row is pretty diabolical. Truth be told, they didn't even really deserve to make playoffs. I think Panthers deserve it more.
The Panthers have played better.
Yeah, they
Yep.
deserve it more.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the next game, which I believe is
Just
this.
before we segue,
Yeah, what's up, big dog?
Coach of the Year, if you want to get on something, Ben Johnson's $21 for Coach of the Year.
What do they know that we don't? Who's the favorite?
Kyle Shanahan.
It should be Shanahan.
It definitely should be Shanahan.
If they beat Seattle on Sunday, which we're going to talk about next, and get the 1 seed,
Yep.
it is Shanahan.
Yeah.
And it should be no doubt about
I think we've been saying that since about week 6.
Yeah,
that
'cause of the
Shanahan's
injuries.
just been coaching amazing. And the least talented team that the 49ers have had recently in the last 3 or 4 years through injury. And he's done an absolutely remarkable job.
Yeah. Who did they beat last week? I can't remember now.
The Bears.
The Bears without the tight end, without I've forgotten his name.
Kittle. Yeah.
And without Trent Williams, who's I know he's not the best left tackle in the world anymore, but he's still a very good starting left tackle. So
Yeah.
you go without those guys. They're 2 starters you're missing, and the offense hummed and they put up 40 points or whatever. And it was such a good game. And Chicago just fell short. But I think that made me feel better about both those teams. And now when we talk about this game, like as a Seahawks fan, you've got to be a bit concerned about this going to this Niners team. Like they are playing very well.
I think the team themselves, like the players on the field, I think Seattle almost win in every category outside of running back.
Fair, very fair.
Like but what it comes down to is Shanahan's an absolute genius.
Yep.
And I think he gets the edge just because he's been to Super Bowls, he's been in championship games, he's played in these pressure games.
Yep.
And he's succeeded and he's outcoached his opponent. I think what this game really comes down to is who's going to be the better coordinator out of Kubiak and Saleh. Because Saleh knows his playbook backwards. He trains against it every day.
Yep.
He's going to have Shanahan in his office working out all the kinks and all that sort of stuff. And for anyone that doesn't know, like Kubiak runs the exact same West Coast wide run zone, quick throw scheme. So they both come off the same tree. And if Kubiak can generate offense and the deep plays, I think Seattle will win, and I think they'll win comfortably. But if Saleh has the edge and this is a dogfight, 49ers are in their eyeballs.
Yeah, because their offense it's pretty tidy. It doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And they're playing against an elite defense.
Yeah,
which is gonna
I think that's just going to be a tussle. I think there might be times where the 49ers offense get a few drives and they're marching down the field. And I think there's going to be times where they get 3 and out. I think that's going to be just a tussle. I think the other side of the field is where the game's won or lost.
Yeah, I think so too. And if we can get an explosive offensive game from Seattle, I agree with you. I think they will win by 10 points or so. I think they'll be too powerful.
Yeah. Because Salah will definitely want to like muddy it up. And
You got to remember though, Salah's personnel is not that good.
No, it's not.
They don't have very good pass rush.
No.
So
they're actually the worst. The worst.
The worst pass rush.
Apart from the Jets, they are the worst pass rush. And that's the only slight on Darnold, and all the Darnold haters can say what they want. But if there is a pass rush on him, he can be prone to throwing the ball.
100%.
If he's got time in the pocket, he looks like the best quarterback in the league. He was in the MVP conversation.
And also when they blitz him, he's very good against the blitz this year.
Blitz him, please.
So
It'll be an easy win.
Salah's going to have to make that decision with, we either rush for and generate no pressure, which is what the season's told us they're going to do.
Yep.
Or we blitz and we take our chances that Darnold doesn't tear us apart.
Yep.
I think he will blitz. I think he will go, we have to pressure him.
I think
if we do not pressure Darnold and let him sit there with the receivers they've got, he will tear us apart. But I think this game is won and lost by what Seattle do on the ground. They need to control the clock, keep the 49ers off the field, keep Purdy, who over the last 3 or 4 games he's probably been the best quarterback in football over the last 3 or 4 games.
He's been outstanding
since he came back from injury.
Yeah.
Really high level play.
They will want to keep
He
him
hasn't
off
been
the
tested
field.
yet, though.
Very true. They want to keep him off the field, keep the defense fresh so they can keep dominating when they come on, force 3 and outs, build a lead, and get them one-dimensional away from CMC running the ball all the time. And then, because CMC is the game breaker, he's going to have to be the guy.
I think that they can bottle up CMC.
I think so too. That's what I mean. Like,
I think if he's averaging, we've seen him this year average 2 yards a carry.
Yep.
And if he has one of those games, Purdy's going to struggle.
he's only averaging 3.8 yards per carry. He's also shout out to CMC. He's had 2,000 yards from scrimmage this year. It's been almost
been a tough slog
1,200
for him.
rushing and about 900 receiving yards.
Yeah.
So he's had a really, really good season. And what how many touchdowns he's got 7 receiving touchdowns
17.
and 10 rushing.
Yeah.
He's got 17 rushing. He's
Is that
like
fantastic?
he's pushed himself in. If it wasn't for JSN and Puka, he's pushed himself right into that Opoi discussion.
Yeah.
And as I
he is.
said, if JSN has a bad game, which they're going to need him to have a bad game, and CMC goes off, he could steal that award this week as well.
Potentially.
I think Nakua is gonna if JSN doesn't win it, Nakua will.
I think it's one of those two personally
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting game. I'm leaning towards the Niners because it's at home and because they're just a bit more battle tested, as you said, over the last couple of years. But I think it'll either be a really close game that the Niners win, or Seattle will get a grip of them and touch them up a little bit. Georgie, what do you
No,
got?
I think the Niners will win, but purely because it's at home. That's it. This game is the epitome of a coin flip
Yeah.
for me.
Absolutely. And this is what you want for a week 18. Like, the good
winner
thing
gets
is
the 1 seed.
None of these teams are being eliminated. That's what's great about it. You're going to see them both. So both of them are playing for like
A bye.
like where they're playing for a bye, or they're playing if they lose, it's like, hey, we want to play well. We don't want to play a crappy game, then go into a wild card round and come in with bad form. They both will want to play really well so they can continue that next
I'll
week.
tell you what, whoever loses this game is going to be pissed off and take it out on the Panthers.
So
The
how
Panthers
does
going
it,
to get smoked.
can any of these teams fall to the 6th seed?
No, they're both
So
2 wins up. On,
So whoever
Rams.
wins this is the 1, whoever loses is the 5.
yep,
so-
that's cemented.
Really, like the 5 seeds, probably of the wild cards, it is by far the most desirable because you're going to get Bucks or Panthers.
A 13
yes,
win
but-
wide seed, 5 seed is wild, by the way, for what it's worth. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
But I think then you're on the Philly side of the draw as well.
Yeah, true. So it's gonna be interesting. We might get you
Which
two might
I
get
don't-
that game. You might get that Seattle Philly
I'm
playoff
not that,
game.
to be honest, not that worried.
Oh.
Like, what is Philly's offense? And we're going to go off track here, but what's Philly's offense proven against anyone?
Nothing, but it could be it could be like a
It'd be a
6,
good
it could be like
game.
a 6-3 game.
That's right.
It'll be-
Like,
it'll be a
could
fun
good
playoff.
game, but it's not a game that you go in terrified. It's not last year's Eagles.
No, that's fair. That's very fair.
No, I just think this game. There's two things for Seattle. Darnold's been really good with replacing the blitz. He's been finding AJ Barner and
Barnes
Cooper
been
Kupp.
good, yeah.
So if he does get blitz, he's using his secondary receivers and Shaheed Reed has a concussion. I don't know if he's going to get up, which changes the dynamic hugely on offense.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's see how it plays. As I said, we've got a Sunday game in Australia. It's going to be
For the number 1 seed.
For the
Let's
number 1
go.
seed. It's going to be
Sunday,
so
12
fun.
o'clock. It's prime time viewing.
Cannot wait
Yeah.
for it. All right, the next game, I believe we have
Just
the-
before we go,
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, 150 yards. He's got to get 4,000 yards.
No,
So
he should get that.
Oh, I think
He needs 150 yards and 1 tutty, and he gets like 600,000 in incentives.
Oh,
wow.
that's the other fun thing about Week 18. We're going to get all the
Incentive,
all the
Yeah.
incentive games,
Oh, it might be 2 tutties. I can't remember. It's something like that.
which
Yeah.
is a very good chance to get.
yeah, he's on
Yeah,
25.
this will be a good game. It'll come down a lot to coaching. I'd like to see McDonald against Shanahan as well.
I think they're almost a coin flip. I think it's the other side. That,
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Should
All
be
right,
really good.
next game on the agenda is the Sunday night football game. So Monday Australian time, 12:30, usual slot. There's no Monday night football this week. For the last week, there never is.
No.
We have the Ravens traveling to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and this is the winner. Winner wins the division.
Winning, you're in.
What, like, if you're the Steelers, this goes one way or the other, right? Either you pick your nuts up and you say, hey, that was a crappy loss we copped. Let's rally, get our energy back, and go into this game and beat them like we did 3 weeks ago, or whatever it was. Or they completely fall apart and the Ravens annihilate them. Like that has to be the.
I don't see the Ravens annihilating them because they just haven't been that team this year.
Well, Green Bay was the first time we've kind of seen.
Yeah, and it took a historic game from Henry to do it. I don't know if they got it in them 2 weeks in a row.
To be fair, we were one more step of, I can't remember his name, from getting that touchdown against the Steelers last time.
Likely, wasn't it?
Likely, yeah.
Likely,
yeah.
let me
I had
more
Rashad Bateman in my head. I couldn't get it out of my
Likely,
head.
likely
sat
scored
down.
a touchdown.
Yeah.
Likely sat down and read the paper, and
But
then
that's what I mean.
Yeah, he sat
like,
down, had a coffee.
Yeah, that was
Unreal.
ridiculous.
That's going to be one of the worst calls of the year.
No, there's a long
There's
list.
plenty. It's been a bad year for refs.
I don't want to get sidetracked, but
Is-
the refereeing this year has been absolutely idiotic.
They can't even. It's procedural, which bothers me. They
Yeah.
can't even get their procedures correct. Like everything they do is just it's so off procedure. And then when they follow procedure, they follow it wrongly, but then stick to like the tiny little fine print where it's we have to do it
Yeah,
like this,
yeah.
and then defend it. But then when it comes to just the basic procedural rules, they just throw out the window. It's like, how about you just focus on following like the main procedures and the fine print? Just let that go to the side a little
I'm
bit.
honestly convinced that the refs care more about just getting their heads on TV.
It seems like it
actually
sometimes.
reffing the games properly.
I get it. There's going to be a catch or something like that in a big game, and you could debate if it was a catch 2 feet in, possession, football move, all that real grey interpretation stuff. I get it if they stuff that up, but some of the stuff we're seeing is just absolutely they're in full spastic mode.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Very,
It's been
very-
bad.
very-
Anyway, getting back to this game,
Is Lamar playing?
maybe he
So he's
fully
questionable.
practiced.
Oh, he's going to play if he fully.
I don't.
practices, surely.
I think this is going to be your classic AFC North like
Slugfest.
Yeah, yep. There's going to be one score the entire game. Whoever gets the ball last gets a chance to win the game. Like defensive, both defenses going to get up for it. I think.
Is TJ Watt back?
No,
No, that's
he didn't.
big.
He didn't practice.
Well, last time the difference, like Steelers of late, other than the game last week, is that they've been able to run the ball really well.
Mm.
And the Ravens' run defense has not been very good for most of the season. So, but it was very good against Green Bay, other than Malik Willis.
Yeah,
run.
well, you can't account for the quarterback.
No,
It's
that's
harsh.
always kind of
That's-
it kind of comes outside of your run defense.
Yeah,
it
that's
was,
right.
It was their containing of him, which was the problem.
Yeah.
But Rodgers isn't going to do that. So this is going to be a real. They're going to try and run it down their throat,
Mhm.
and the Ravens are going to have to stop them running it down their
Yep.
throat if they want to win this. And
so's the Ravens. They're going to run
And
it
the
down your throat,
and
and
the
you're
Ravens
going
can
to
do
stop
the
them as
exact
well.
same thing. And the
Yeah.
Ravens should have that mentality even if Lamar is playing.
Yeah.
They should be Derrick Henry. Lose. If you lose, make it because your best player, they stopped your best player. Force them to stop Derrick Henry.
Because I
for
don't
the
think you can
entire
put
game.
I don't think you can put the ball in Lamar's hands because he's just been very, very bad this year. He hasn't been good at all.
No, he's straight. There's been something awry. Well, should we discuss the rumors around all this stuff with Lamar now as well? Tommy, you can probably give us some good insight on this because you've been close as our Ravens man.
Yeah, so
Ravens insider.
right, sure.
Ravens beat writer.
Yeah, I mean, as close as any. Yeah, I've heard a couple of things that the Vikings are very interested in Lamar this year, and are going to offer 2 first-round picks and JJ McCarthy to get Lamar to the Vikings.
So
Keep
isn't
JJ.
JJ McCarthy like a net negative?
Yeah, I would say that's like taking a first round pick away.
Yeah.
I guess the theory is that if you're trading a quarterback, you want a young prospect quarterback. Now, of young prospect quarterbacks, JJ McCarthy's probably the worst guy you could get in return.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
This is
Sure.
an absolutely diabolically retarded move from the Ravens. If
If they trade Lamar, they are
Lamar,
absolute morons and they reap everything they sow.
If they do that in 12 months' time, every single person in that front office, including Harbaugh, is getting fired. That's ridiculous.
And the other one is for him to go to Miami, which
I like that.
That's
That's got-
he's from Florida. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I'd like to see him with McDonald.
but he's also apparently not
McDaniels,
turning up to
Daniels.
meetings. He's gaming, and there's a lot of
Can I talk?
it's the chatter that comes with these sort of stories that
He's done. He's
Yeah.
checked out.
It's just because this has never been. I have never heard a storyline in what Lamar's 9 seasons in the NFL, 8 seasons in the NFL.
yeah,
I
2017.
2-time MVP seasons, by the way.
Yeah.
I have never heard this narrative ever in his
No,
career.
neither have I.
About his professionalism.
About his
Absolutely
professionalism.
not. No.
So either the Ravens are shitting on him on purpose because they don't want him around, which
Yep.
seems ridiculous. It seems like one of the dumbest moves a team could make. Or he's checked out and he's doing these things because he's like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like this. I don't like
Yeah.
the team. I don't like Harbaugh. I don't like what we're doing. I don't like the direction we're going in. I want out.
I think personally he's checked out because he's read the room and realized that, they're not firing Harbaugh. He's here next year, and I don't want to be here if that's the case.
Also, like,
And I don't blame him.
and if they're making this stuff up, because it feels very made up. I could be
Oh,
wrong, but it feels made
If
up.
you're making this up, there's absolutely diabolical.
There's
Yeah.
always an element. I don't think that they've made it up fully. There's probably a little bit of element of truth about it.
Maybe there was
but
one
it's
time.
definitely like one time, but then like they've blown it way out of proportion.
Yeah.
To make it look worse than what it is, because you got to remember that it's about the fans too. Like if they want to trade their best player, their star QB,
Their best player ever.
they've got to get their fans on side too.
Don't know about ever.
Don't know about ever.
Who? Ray Lewis, him,
Yeah.
Ed Reed.
Ray Lewis.
He's in the
Ed Reed.
conversation.
He's in the conversation.
He's
with
an all-time Raven. How
Just
many
sizzle-
Ravens have won
sizzle
an
in there.
MVP? Donuts. Just him.
Yeah.
Mm.
They've had 2 MVP winners in their
He's got-
entire.
Yeah, but our
Fuck,
best
they're-
quarterback before him was Joe Flacco and Trent Dilfer.
Yeah, Joe
so-
Flacco's pretty good.
Joe Flacco was very good too, but like Lamar's much better than him.
He's got no Super Bowl MVP, so
No, that's true. That's the one he doesn't have.
Yeah.
But I just think this whole thing's diabolical.
it's ridiculous. Yeah,
And just on this game, I'm actually going in a complete other direction than what I thought I would want to do. Is I think the Steelers are going to win this.
Yeah, so do I.
I
Or
think
worse.
they've been a better team than them all year. It's at Pittsburgh, balls to the wall. I think they're going to find a way to win this game. Personally, I think it'll be low scoring, but I think they'll get the win because it just feels like that sort of year for the Ravens. Just feels like a year where nothing's going their way. And even if Lamar does play, he's not going to be 100%. And if Huntley plays, you're probably not going to get a game where Henry runs for 230 yards and 4 touchdowns again and Huntley throws for 100 yards. Like he's going to have to do something, and he can't. He's
I'm
not.
not
He's
sure
not.
that he
He's not a
can,
good enough
yeah.
player.
And I think also thinking ahead as well, as a Ravens fan, yes, I want to win, make playoffs, but I also don't want to win and get absolutely obliterated by the Texans next week.
Mm.
I'd rather the Steelers get in, who have got a bit of a better defense, to go against maybe the Texans' poorer offense and just see how
oh
that
no,
game.
Texans are going to smoke.
Oh, I know
both
they're going
those
to both teams,
teams.
but I think Pittsburgh have got on paper the better team, maybe to fight it out with the Texans and the Ravens.
Potential. I think either
this
team will
year.
be in trouble. But the thing is as well, like I've seen a
No,
lot
I
of
agree with Tom. Pittsburgh can make a game of it against the Texans.
no,
That's fair.
I don't think they
so.
can win, but I think they can make.
They
a
can
game
make a
of it.
better game than not make it maybe a close game, but they'll make a better game than the Ravens.
We
do.
just saw what the Steelers did against, and like the Browns rose to the occasion, but they're nowhere near the tier of the Texans defense.
But no one on the Texans is going for the sack record, and they don't want that record. It's a bit
Yeah,
of a-
I
No,
definitely
but
preoccupied.
there was a ball that like Aaron Rodgers dirted a ball and took an intentional grounding penalty
So he wouldn't get the sack,
instead of
yeah.
letting Garrett get the sack.
I know, but imagine how quick all 4 of the linemen get off the ball. He's going to
Oh.
have to do that to survive.
That's what I'm saying. He's
To
going
go home to his
none
blow-up
of-
girlfriend
No, his fake girlfriend.
or
Those-
wife. Sorry, wife.
Those
No
things are
disrespect to Rogers.
outstanding.
So funny.
But yeah, I think Pittsburgh are going to win this game. I'm feeling actually pretty confident in it. Unless Derrick Henry can go absolutely off again, which he could. He very well could. I think they're going to win.
I think Ravens. I think if Lamar plays at the passing elements there, he'll utilize every weapon he's got. You have to defend every blade of grass. And the Steelers defense has been inconsistent and trending downwards.
If it's normal peak Lamar, then I would agree with you. But he's just been awful.
It doesn't need to be peak Lamar to beat this Steelers team.
Oh, so I think he does. I think he needs
No,
to
he
be.
doesn't.
He needs to be good at least. And
He's got to be good, and he hasn't
He's
been
going to
good
be
all year.
good. He's
Yeah.
going to be good.
We'll see how it
I
plays
think
out.
He'll be very, very.
Also, I've seen a lot of
Underdone.
Ravens fans saying that they would actually, like diehard Ravens fans saying that they would prefer to just lose, have Harbrow fired, and get a fresh start because making the playoffs makes it even harder for them to get rid of Harbrow.
But by
That's fair.
by the looks of it, though, he's not going to get fired. If there's Lamar trade rumors and they're gaining steam every day,
Yep.
he's not getting fired, mate.
Well, if he doesn't get up and
Because the
play,
coach isn't coming to him if Lamar's not there. Like they're not going to get an offensive guru coach if Lamar's
oh
not
no,
Of course not.
There'll be college guys be like, nah, I'll just stay in college.
Although there's only 32 of these jobs, I'll get someone.
They will get someone, but it's not going to be.
Someone
it's not going to
good.
be as. It's not going to be as a. What's the word I'm trying to say?
Now-
As good a destination.
Now,
for a
I know
coach.
Pete Carroll will be looking for a job. So,
Well,
you
Pete
know.
Carroll's apparently going to the Browns. That's the rumor.
Oh,
But
Jesus.
then Stefanski's apparently going to the Giants. That's the rumor.
I've been thinking that. For,
But it's already
yeah.
like it's all like locked in.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll knows he's getting fired. He's going to go to the Browns. Stefanski knows he's getting fired. He's going to go to the
I
Giants.
thought from the start that Stefanski should go to the Giants.
Yeah, let's say
As soon as
the Browns could do the funniest thing ever and just not fire him. So you know, going
that
anywhere.
would be just full spite.
It'd be so funny.
Did you see what Aaron Rodgers did say to Shador after the game?
No,
He said, "Just keep playing on. He loves what he's doing." So
well, he didn't love. He shouldn't have loved what he was doing in that game. He was pretty bad.
yeah, but I think Shador's actually starting to win some people because they're realizing what he's got to deal with at Cleveland at the moment.
Oh, Cleveland's a shit show.
Cleveland's
Like,
a complete shit show,
Yeah.
bro.
that's very fair. But he also didn't want to get drafted by the Ravens. He could have been playing meaningful games for the Ravens this year.
He could have played.
Well,
he
the
could have
Ravens
started about
wouldn't be in
6 or 7
playoff
games
hunt
this
if he
year.
was there. So
That's all right. Are we going then another game to preview? We're going rapid fire now.
Yeah, we can
we've
get,
got
we got some rapid fire previews, but if we want to
have
spend
one
some
more?
more
No.
time on games, we've got plenty of time to go through.
All right,
So.
get us to the next game then, Big Tebow.
So we got the next game because this is just for the Vault Watch. This is
yeah, I'll be watching this. Don't worry about
New
that.
Orleans and Atlanta Falcons.
So
Give me another 300 yards and a couple of tutties,
just so everyone's aware, Scotty's got a bet going for Tyler Shook. Thanks to Tommy Arthur, he's got a bet going at what was he, $21 odds or something like that? $15
He's
odds.
dropped down to $2, and I refuse to cash out. Mum didn't raise
you
a
do
quitter.
not cash
You
out.
ride that all the way.
Mum,
before.
Right
didn't
out.
raise a quitter. I'm riding or dying on that. It's $750. I'm riding or dying with it.
Do you think for him to get this award, he has to win this game or just play well?
No, he needs to win. He
Yeah.
needs to win
Well,
Yeah.
I actually
because he's got all their wins. So he'll end up with what is it? 7 wins.
yeah, he'd be 7-1 if he wins this one.
Yeah.
7-1. And they had one loss.
I think he's won enough games. I think if he just plays well and then they lose close, I think that's good enough because he won it last week when he thoroughly outplayed Cam Ward.
He was much better than Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he's
Tyler
not playing
Shook's-
Cam Ward. He's playing against McMillan for the
Yeah,
for
Ted
the
McMillan.
Yes,
rookie,
Ted McMillan,
rookie of the
yeah.
year.
I don't know that it can go to a receiver. I don't.
It
see
shouldn't on those.
Hasn't played
He's
well
the
enough.
favorite.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's just what people putting.
And this
money on
game is
think.
interesting as well. We alluded to it earlier because if the Falcons win this game,
Rams pick gets worse.
the Rams picks obviously. get
Well,
worse.
Falcons could also win just to 100% eliminate.
to
Tampa
eliminate Tampa. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And then
They're
that
going to really
result
know
doesn't
what
even
the
matter.
Falcons think of Tampa because I don't think they like each other much already.
No, they
So
don't. No.
I think it's if they can beat these guys, and this game has now got a lot of feeling because the Saints aren't going down easy. Like we
No.
know that now. If they wanted to go down easy, they would have started that 6 weeks ago.
Yep.
Agreed.
They are not going down easy. They want to win. They want to keep competing. And Shook has given them this new hope, this new life. You know, much similar to kind of the attitude level as Shador in the Cleveland. It's given this sort of fresh life, but the difference is that Shook's actually playing at a pretty good level.
Mhm.
He's got a better coach as well.
Yeah, and he's got a better coach. I just think that I think the Saints will win this game.
I actually think the Falcons are going to win this game. For what it's
Yeah?
worth. I think
I don't think the Saints can stop Robinson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Robinson's
too
so
much,
good,
too much
too.
talent, too much firepower on offense. Cousins is playing well in the back half of this year, and obviously we spoke about it pre-show that they're keeping him.
Yep.
for-
They've said they're
for next
keeping
year.
Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
Penix is still going to be injured or coming back from injury, so he's effectively auditioning for his starting job with the Falcons.
Well,
for
they've
next
played the
year.
same amount of games, and Penix is smoking him.
Yeah, I think
He's got
Penix
400 more yards, and he's thrown less pick and at the same touchdowns.
I actually think Penix has been the injury has affected the way people have thought him. He actually was okay this year. He was not
Yeah.
bad at all. I'd have
He's
no issue rolling with him as a
inconsistent.
Yeah,
starter.
that's fine. But
Yeah.
he's
as I've said many times, your best ability is availability.
Very
And
true.
he's had 4 season-ending injuries or whatever in the last 6 or 7 years or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's,
Like,
it's 8
they-
seasons, 4 seasons.
They're going to be cautious bringing him back regardless of,
Yeah.
of what happens. So, yeah, Cousins will be, as I said, auditioning for his job. The Falcons will want this. They'll want this.
Well, we'll find out because we'll see if they play everyone.
Yep. Yeah.
Because there's no need to play him.
Well,
Well, they don't have their pick. So
But no, yeah,
actually-
the Falcons aren't. They're not tanking for a pick. They don't have
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Like, and that's why that loss by the Rams last week to the Falcons. It's potentially going to cost Stafford his MVP. It's going to cost them a
100%.
chance to be the 5 seed, which is the best seed you want in the wild card, and it's going to cost them a top 10 draft pick by letting Atlanta beat them.
Yep.
Or because of
Yeah.
just an awful first half.
And they had, if they won last week, they had a chance to be the 1 seed this
They
week.
still had a chance to be. the
Yeah,
one
you're
seed.
right.
no, they didn't.
Because they were.
They lost the
two-
tiebreaker to both.
No, they would have been a game behind. Potentially, I think mathematically, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
math-
I think they
remember
didn't
them
have the
talking about it.
tiebreaker over the Saints or over the Seahawks or the Niners.
Yeah, because I thought the Seahawks and Niners clinched the West last week before the
They
Rams
did,
played.
yeah.
I think it
Either
was
way,
already
still a
done.
pretty costly loss
Oh,
in the scheme of
in the
it.
draft pick alone. Like
Yeah.
it's gone from like probably a 6 or 7 to 15.
Yeah,
And if the Falcons win this week, it could be you know,
around that.
around the
14,
15 mark,
yeah.
which is it's still great to have.
No, I
don't
think,
get
I,
me
think the,
wrong.
I think the Falcons will want this, and they've got more than enough talent on offense to score enough points to win this game.
And it's at the Falcons.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
No, give me Saints. Shook. I'm,
Yep.
I'm riding Shook. Let's go, baby. All right, next
Nice.
game we can get through this one quick. The only reason we're watching Cleveland Browns at Cincinnati, and the only thing we should be talking about is when's Myles Garrett going to get that sack. I know for a fact Burrow won't change the way he plays.
No, he's
He'll-
going to get sacked.
I think he'll get the sack. I'm pretty confident he's going to break the record. I'm disappointed that it's like we talked about this 4 weeks ago. He had 4 games left and he hasn't got it yet. He's got half a sack in 4 games, but it's kind of how sacks go. It's why it's such a hard stat because Miles Garrett's leading the league in pressures by a long way. Even in the last 4 games, he's still leading pressures. But the sack just hasn't come there, and then you can have a game where you get 5 of them. Like it just.
Well, to be fair, he got that freebie half sack that they just gifted him.
Yeah, true.
So you know,
I think he'll get it early in this game, and that's the only reason I'm watching it. I want a record to break. I do want it. I just don't want Burrow to like.
Unfortunately, all the stains on the internet are going to asterisk.
It's already started.
You don't have to asterisk it. You can just appreciate both the players that.
Yeah.
That I actually think TJ Watt broke the record in like 15 games.
I think he missed a game.
I think he broke it pretty quickly, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, 15 games.
It just solidified, and no one's going to care about that in 20 years' time when you look at the records.
In 3 years' time.
It's like no one cares that Mark Gastineau is upset that Strahan got his sack. Like that was one of the most bullshit things you can ever get, but no one cares now.
No.
The bottom line is if you're a more casual fan, you look at the records, Strahan's number 1. That's all that matters.
Gastineau cares.
Yeah, Gastineau's. But he's upset with Favre.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's the wrong guy. It's 100% the right guy.
I want my sack back.
That's one of the greatest clips you'll ever see.
Hey, just a quick side note. Is this Big Dick Joe's last game in Cincy?
Nah.
Yeah.
Is he asking for a trade?
I think that Taylor's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I think he'll play for Cincinnati next year. I don't think Cincinnati will do it.
His attitude has changed too quickly because it was very doom and gloom
like
and
now 3 to 4 weeks
in
ago.
those press conferences.
And now he perked back up again.
Yeah.
He played really well last week. I can't remember who they beat last week, but he played really Miami. No, Miami beat the Bucks. Oh, they smashed Arizona. They beat Miami the week before. Who they smashed as well.
It's on the screen. I don't even know why I was trying to remember it.
He's played the last 2 weeks. I think he's going to be there next year. Personally,
I think so as well.
Unless the team comes and gives him a king's ransom, but I don't think the Bengals should do it anyway. They need to he's their bell cow. They need to keep hoping that if he stays healthy for a year and they just make a couple, like this is the hardest part for them, is making a couple of good moves to help him because they don't have the money to go and sign big offensive line free agents, but they've just got to sign, mid-tier sort of guys that can contribute, draft well, and
think that they don't do well at all.
And then if he's healthy for a whole year, they're probably going to win the North.
They would have this year.
Like,
if he plays every game this year, they win the North easy.
I agree. I think they're the best team in the North with him playing purely from how good
because he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's why. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. So that's where I think it's going to go. Bengals will win this. Miles Garrett will get his sack.
I'd really like to see Garrett get the sack. I really like to see that.
Is there any chance that Shador torches this bad defense? And I'm not even being a smart ass, but like,
oh, he should put up some numbers on these guys.
Maybe he might be able to move the ball consistently, but I still think the Bengals have got more than enough firepower to.
I'm not saying it's a close game. I'm just like for him personally to finish the year.
Yeah, I would actually, and I'm the resident Shador lover on this show, and that's fine. I'll happily.
Shador lovers underselling.
I'll be tarred with that brush. That's fine. I'm happy with that. No, I've said this before many times. I want to see everyone do well because when everyone's playing well, it's a better product, and I think Shador's been up against it a lot this year. He's had a lot of things to deal with, the media circus, the coaching thing, the Gabriel thing, I mean, as I said in our chat, imagine what he hasn't been great, but he hasn't been complete dog shit. Imagine if he had a coach that actually believed in him from the start. Who knows what he could have been? I'm not saying he's going to be the next whatever, but he could have been something.
He's certainly better than Dylan Gabriel, I think.
For sure. There's no doubt about that in my mind. I definitely think Stefanski's gone at the end of the year.
Yep.
I think you said it about a month ago. He wants to go.
I think he's out.
And I think he's going to get his walking papers.
I actually don't think it'll be a firing. I think it'll be he'll walk in, they'll go, hey, and he'll go, fire me, resign, whatever you want. Like, it'll be on a
Monday. Black Monday or whatever 100%.
It would just be like a mutual, how do we get this to work? How much money do you want for the payout? It would just be something like that.
Like Stefanski's the sort of guy, if he knows he's got a job at New York, which I'm tipping he probably already
when Dable got fired, I said that Stefanski's there.
Yeah. So I think if he knows he's got that gig already, he'll probably walk in and go, guys, you're not going to have to pay me. I'm going to take another coaching job, which then voids the money that you guys have to pay me. He's only got 1 year left on his deal.
Yeah.
I just think they're going to be like,
just sign right here and I'll leave.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be malice. I think it'll just be, thanks guys. Appreciate everything.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have traded Baker. Fuck you guys. And off they go.
And then,
shouldn't have cut Baker. I didn't even trade him.
And then Primetime gets the call to come and coach.
No, oh my god!
Oh, that's actually so funny if that happens.
And
what a roller coaster!
You want to talk about the circus around Shador? Jesus.
Oh my god! It put Cleveland on the map.
Oh yeah.
Is the owner not beyond doing something like that though?
You know what?
No, the GM actually makes good calculated decisions.
They should do it. Even if it flames out, they should do it.
What do you mean,
Stuff,
if?
what are they playing for?
if
Even when it flames out, they should do it just for a year or even if it's 2, just to see what happens. Father and son coaching, that's great media. It's great storylines. It's all
couldn't
scripted anyway. So what do we know?
I'm going to take a year off.
Scotty will have to bet every time we talk Cleveland, he'll have to just walk out of the room.
Yeah,
Just
he will.
mute me. It would be, I wouldn't have to say anything. The product would be so bad. He was a bad coach in a terrible college conference.
All right, next game, Tommy, what do we got?
Just quickly, is Joe Burrow's got to get 91 yards to beat Joe Flacco for most yards for a quarterback.
Oh,
in
we'll
the
get that in the
Bengals,
first
and he
quarter.
wants to do that
Most yards for a quarterback this year.
this year for the Bengals.
Yeah,
he
that-
won't want Joe Flacco being the.
In what, 6 games?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get that pretty comfortably, I think.
All right, our next game.
Colts at Texans.
Bloodbath.
Texans can win the division. Colts have been
Unlikely.
a little frisky.
Riley Leonard starting. as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah,
right.
Riley Leonard. I think this is
They've
yeah.
iced Rivers, and
Yeah.
Rivers is also saying he's unsure if he's going to come back next year, which is not shocking.
He's 88 years old. He's not going. He might go home.
He's got
and rest.
grandkids to look after, so his kids can go back to work.
Exactly. Go home and rest. Please, for God's sake. Just watching him throw it. Actually, I was in pain watching him throw the ball. Just please
Yeah.
go home and rest.
It was-
No, I think Texans win this game,
And they win it
pretty
comfortably.
comfortably. I actually think the Colts may not score.
Oh,
Maybe
No,
a
they
field
won't.
goal.
I don't think. I mean, they will score. It's very hard to get a shutout in the NFL, but
But if this is the team, you're like Texans defense.
they might not score a touchdown. That's fair.
Yeah,
I'd love to know what the odds are.
In
for
saying
that.
that, it could be over by halftime, and they could
defensive
be like,
touchdowns
all
usually
our
go for about
starters-
$4.50 for
Yeah.
anyone.
yeah,
That's,
anyone get on it? All right, we're all taking Texans.
Don't even bother.
Are they warming up?
Who knows what the Colts are doing this year?
Can they just not warm up and
Yeah,
just
it's just forfeit.
Yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to. It's not GV, mate. I don't
The
think you're
lines.
allowed to do
The lines.
that.
The line's 10.5.
Yeah, it's pretty fair.
what's
Probably
the
low.
defensive touchdown for the Texans worth? Just out of curiosity.
I'll have a look for you.
Thanks, Tom.
But while I'm looking at that, this is a big game because if Riley Leonard doesn't play well, do they roll with Anthony Richardson next year?
They keep both.
I think they'll re-sign Daniel Jones because there'll be no market anywhere else for him.
I don't think he's
Yeah,
going to.
Daniel Jones.
He's going to miss a bit. I
I
don't
think,
think.
I think they should roll with Richardson next year as well. Give him a chance for the first few games. Like, I know it'll probably be crap, but give him a go. What are you going to do?
If Shane Steichen is the coach, there is no way Richardson.
Yeah, he
plays.
doesn't like Richardson.
I
He's too
don't
dumb.
think
He's
you
too
can
dumb.
evaluate Leonard against his defense. It's a very unfair
Does
measuring stick.
Steicher's not getting fired though, is he?
No way.
He's safe, you reckon? Even though they've fallen apart down the stretch,
I think he's safe.
it's only Daniel
because-
Jones they really lost.
But I think he's safe only because there's no other coaches in the carousel. There's no up and coming coaches. Yeah, I think if there was an up and coming coach, he might be on a hot seat. But I think
It's pretty
um,
safe.
Yeah,
Nah, there's more.
That's a
There's more
historic-
than enough evidence there to roll with him.
yeah,
Again.
yeah. There's enough evidence there, but there's also one of the most historic falls from grace.
Yeah, like keep in mind they just lost a mediocre quarterback this year. That's it.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
the only games that he was good in was against crappy teams.
Which I've
So
I planted my flag on that.
I think that if they like Steichen, great, roll with him.
Yep.
But if there was any doubts before this season, I actually don't think this season has helped him in any way. I don't think anyone should feel differently about him this year. I liked him before, so I don't mind him
Sure.
keeping him. But if you didn't like him, this season's almost solidified that you don't like him
This
because
is
they were good against crappy teams with a mediocre quarterback. And then the injury of Daniel Jones has almost saved him falling apart down the stretch because he
Mm.
was trending that direction.
I
very quickly.
hope he gets fired because then he can come back and be the OC in Philly again.
What's
Yeah,
wrong with
it's
your
fine.
OC?
But sure, no, he's a gun. He's a
Yeah,
gun.
I've heard good things.
Next game, please,
I
Tom.
think one interesting thing for you, I think the Colts have been around about 7 to 9 wins for 3 years in a row now.
Yeah.
So that's sort of telling that are they a really good roster with a bad coach, or are they a mediocre
I think
team? And
I think they're a
mediocre-
mediocre roster with a decent coach. That's what I think.
Their defense could be good.
Yeah, it's got some good players. Like Buckner got hurt too, in fairness. He was a
Yeah.
good player for them.
They're-
And he's getting older. So
Receivers good. The O line's good. I think they're a good roster with a mediocre coach.
It's amazing
Potentially.
what 4 weeks does in NFL when we were saying that Shane Steichen could be coach of the year about a month ago. Now,
I had him for first coach fired, so I was wrong too.
It turns out you're closer to right.
I was probably closer to him being fired for first coach than him being coach of the year.
Yeah.
you also did say if you hitch your wagon to Daniel Jones, where you could say that once Daniel Jones went down, that's where Shane Steichen started.
I think
No,
him getting
they-
injuries saved his wagon being hitched.
Yeah,
personally.
yeah, yeah.
Daniel
Yeah.
Jones was going.
They
He was starting to fall apart.
They were spiraling before he got hurt.
All right, Titans at Jags. I
Next.
think Jags are going to absolutely smack them, and they'll win the division here. And I believe they get the 2 seed. If they'll be the 3 seed if they win.
It depends on
They need
other.
Patriots to lose.
They need Patriots and Denver to lose.
They can get the 1 seed if that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Both of those teams aren't losing.
No.
In particular, the Patriots will talk about.
Just to really put a button on because they're going to smash the Titans. What a turnaround from last year.
Mm.
Get Cohen in, get a few little pieces in.
Especially like the Cohen and Lawrence thing is it's kind of gone under the radar as best coach and quarterback thing because of Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams,
Sure.
but it's probably in the same par. It's just that Lawrence is a little bit older. He's been around a little bit longer, but it's in the same sort of thing. Like Lawrence was on his sort of last legs, had a disappointing year last year.
People were talking about him getting cut.
Well, it was a make or break year for him this year,
Yeah.
and he's made it. Like he's played really well, and the coach and quarterback, offensive minded guy. It's a good marriage. They seem like they're going to work. It's about all you could hope now. Now, if you're a Jags fan, you just want to see what can they do in the playoffs. Like there is no reason that the Jaguars cannot play in a Super Bowl. Like I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
They can make it.
But they are a good enough team in this AFC right now with the injuries to some key teams. And Denver a little bit flirting with, they're up and down.
Yep.
Jags pumped them 2 weeks ago. I'm just saying, there's in Denver, there's no reason that the Jags can't make a Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about Denver shortly, but Denver's only good win in the last 6 weeks has been against Green Bay, who have been plummeting.
Was it close? I think it was
It was close.
Yeah, I think it was a close one.
It was also the game I think Parsons did his ACL.
He got hurt in the last quarter.
It's the last time I'm going to speak about him, but Titans, shout out Cam Ward. Stats aren't going to show it.
Oh, he's slugged it out this year.
Any box score metric, anything that you look at, his fumbles and all that sort of stuff aren't going to show it, but he's legit starter in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's got guts.
Been sacked 55 times, which is in the top 20 in a season ever.
Hasn't thrown anyone under the bus.
No.
He's had no coach for pretty much the whole year. No
I still think that was
receivers.
dumb, firing Callahan that early in the season. I thought that was dumb.
Yeah, there's no positive to it unless he just lost the locker room so early. But in a very inconsistent running game. They're playing from behind all the time. He looks legit. They found a guy.
I like Cam Ward a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, if they can do some things for him, it's going to be a good future for him.
And I
Yep.
like he's just a fine young man too. He's very professional.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like him.
Yep.
Great leader. Doesn't turn the ball. Like I know he's fumbled a bit this year, but he doesn't turn the ball over stupidly that much. Like he's just, very good.
Yep.
All right. Next game, I believe it's Green Bay
It is Green Bay Vikings.
at Vikings. This game means nothing. I think Green Bay will rest most
Who's playing
of their
quarterback for the Vikings this
starters.
week?
It'll be who
Are
cares?
they going to roll out
It'll be Brosnan
9?
again, won't it?
That'll be Brosma probably.
I actually think
Brosma?
I think the Vikings will win this game because Green Bay aren't playing Jordan Love. I think they won't play most of their starters.
Yeah.
Because LaFleur, Cramhole LaFleur, he came out and said that he's not, because last season he played Watkins, he played Dobbs. They both got hurt in the last game of the season. I think Love dinged up his ankle or something, so he wasn't 100%.
He was carrying the ankle all year. Yeah.
So he said, I'm not making that mistake again. We're the 7th
shove it.
seed. We're locked into that. We don't care if Minnesota are only half a game behind us by the end of the year. We don't care. We've locked it up.
Yeah.
We're going to rest our
Well,
guys
smart play.
and be ready for next week.
Where do you I'm going to detour off this because we've got a few teams that are trending this way. Where do you guys lay on resting pretty much your whole team and having a gimmick game that your third strings play?
Like, what do you mean? Like, do I think
So
it's
if you're a
smart?
playoff team and you've locked up your seed and you know,
Like, you mean
can't
like
move up and
resting
down?
over keeping momentum going?
Yeah. Where do you,
I think if I was as a fan, I want them to play and keep the momentum going. But I think if you were a coach in the building, you know that you could, like most NFL teams, they don't need the starters, the good players don't need that momentum. They know how to play. They know what they're doing. If you're worried about your team losing momentum and then that's going to cost you a playoff game, then your team's on a good team anyway. So I think you need to err on the
Green
side
Bay's
of caution.
lost 4 in a row.
I know, but I don't think that matters now. The only thing that matters for them now is they're the 7 seed and they know it and preparing for that first playoff game because they need to win that and LaFleur needs to win that. And I don't think they will, but that is their mentality of, hey, remember 2 years ago when everyone thought they were going to lose to Dallas and they came in and pantsed
Well,
Dallas?
they're likely to get the Bears.
That's what I mean.
for the third
They can beat the Bears. They were 10 points up on them 2 weeks ago
Yep.
with 5 minutes to go and shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, that's true.
And they beat them 2 weeks earlier. So they can beat them. Like that's all that's their mentality now. We'll get there. We'll see the Bears week 1.
For me, as a player and as a coach, I think there's too many positives to like you finish the season on a good note, you execute, you stomp a team, you roll into the playoffs coming off a win and basically playing football the right way, because you don't want to play football to lose.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, I know that like your superstars and all that can recover from that, but as a team, like your special teams, like everything links in, like your package players, your nickels and your specialty ends. Like you need to be playing for something. You need to keep that edge. You need to keep that fire. I personally like wouldn't rest anyone.
Yeah, I think each team's situation dictates what needs to happen, especially a team like Green Bay who've had a lot of injuries. I can understand why they would want to rest as many people as possible, because what you said is correct. They know their opponent. They know they're going to have the Bears. They know they can beat them. It's about getting as healthy as possible to try and win that game.
Yep.
So that's why I think in this particular situation, and I mean, we'll talk about the Eagles soon. The Eagles are more than likely going to rest a lot of, because they know they're going to be the
So Eagles is probably the one I disagree with the most.
Well, let's save it before we talk about them.
Sure.
All
But yeah, I resting, especially for Green Bay, resting players here, making sure Love is, because you're going to need Jordan Love to play really well to beat the Bears in 2 weeks. So resting him, making sure he's cherry ripe for that game.
He's coming off a shoulder injury as well.
That's what I'm saying. Making sure he's cherry ripe for that game is the play here for sure.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Yep, fair enough. All right, next game, Tommy, I think it's the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. I just could not care any less about this game at all. The Giants are shit.
Have the Giants locked up the number one?
No, they
won against the Raiders.
beat
They
Raiders
won,
last
that's right.
week.
Yeah, that's
Dart
right,
looked good too.
Yeah, Dart played well. I just think the Giants are probably going to win this game because I think it's going to mean a bit more to them. There's rumors that Prescott might not play. They'll play Milton just because they just want to see what he's got and play him for a game and give him some time. As I said, Prescott's really nothing to prove in this game. He's not going for like a 5,000 yard. He's got 30 touchdowns. It's not like he's on 28 touchdowns and needs to get 30. There's no incentives for him. He's already very highly paid. I just think this is going to mean more to the Giants, and they're going to win this game.
If you're Dallas, do you rest your starters? Is there any point rolling them out there to get injured?
No. I think you play your guys. I know Lamb and Pickens are looking. They're on like
They're probably incentives. Yeah.
I think Pickens is like 60 yards off 1,500 yards.
So maybe when he gets that, he'll get ice.
Yeah, I think they'll just play it like a bit of a preseason-y sort of thing. Like,
Maybe like play the first half.
yeah, I think Milton will play the first quarter. I mean, Prescott will play the first quarter.
Sure.
And if they're down or they're up, like if it's they don't like, what do they care? This game means nothing to anyone. It should mean it'll mean more to the Giants because that's what loser teams do. They care about those games. Cowboys should be all looking for next year.
That's a bit unfair because everyone's auctioning or auditioning for a role somewhere else.
Yep.
So like if you're at the Giants and you're like, well, there's a new coach, or we actually don't have a fucking coach, but like we don't have a coach, we don't have a coaching staff because they all get fired straight away.
Yep.
GM might get fired. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So like if
should be fired.
If you're a second stringer at the Giants, you're balling out for sure.
Yeah.
You're
'cause you
showing
want that on
31
tape.
other teams that you're like, hey, I can play for your
And the
organization.
same way that there's second stringers for the Cowboys have to play more than they would normally.
Yeah.
Guys that have, maybe let them had not played well this year, so they've been benched throughout the season. Like a Diggs would have been a prime example, like knowing that he's not going to be on the Cowboys, which he's not now, but he would have been a guy that would have wanted to play really well in this game. So then another team's like, all right, when they cut him, we're going after him.
Yeah.
That's all the elements of these games.
Yeah.
I just want to see what Jackson Dart's got because I haven't actually watched the Cowboys because they had Russell Wilson last time.
Oh yeah.
So like if Dart can,
He went off for 500 yards. didn't
yeah,
he?
Dart should absolutely annihilate this offense because they can't stop the run and they can't pass rush. So he's got no reason not to. So anyway, I'm taking Giants, but I don't really care. We've got Jets at the Bills.
We just don't care it.
Bills will win. Anything from you guys?
Bills will win, and they will want to win too because they had a pretty poor performance offensively last week. So they will want to get right game.
Only in the first half. They played pretty well in the second
they
half.
played okay in the second half. Yeah,
Well, it was really
okay.
just the last quarter they played well in that game.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it was
They
30.
kind of got hot.
6 minutes left or something.
That's why I think going for that too there, although that they had it was just Allen missed it, which it
Oh,
happens.
it was wide open.
Yeah, like he had it, but I also think that with the momentum of the game at that point, I don't think the Eagles were scoring. I think they just should have kicked a field goal, gone to overtime.
You kick the extra point and go to
They go on to overtime, and then they probably get a drive and win. But also, like if you let an extra point get blocked, like just see how low that kick was on the extra point.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's
just
probably why they didn't go for it the
such a
second time.
dumb way to lose a game.
I don't mind living or dying when you've got the MVP.
And they had it. And either way, this game means nothing. The Jets are an abomination. Like I think Aaron Glenn will survive. I don't think he should. I think he should be one and
No,
done. I
he
think
shouldn't. He's been awful.
He's been an awful coach this year. I don't think he deserves the right to get another season. I think they have not had an interception for the entire season.
Well, it's not even takeaways. It's just like procedural stuff, like knowing when to go for it, knowing when to call your timeouts, just situational awareness. There's just
Like him
these
having
very
a little
basic things. Just they're not doing well.
him having a little fight with Vrabel because Vrabel like ran it up on him.
Stop him.
Shut the
You
fuck
get
up,
paid.
man.
Stop him.
You are division rivals.
Yeah.
Aaron. Like you played in the NFL for 13 years, dude. You know what it's about.
Yep.
You know Vrabel hates the Jets from when he played for the Patriots. Like he doesn't like you guys. So he's gonna destroy you and you will limp. You will like traffic cones out there. What do you want him to do? Like get over it. I think Aaron Glenn's done. And I think if they get pumped in this game, and I think they will get pumped in this game, I think this will seal his fate. I don't see any reason why they would go with him next year.
I thought he was safe at the time of the trades, but the product that's been out in the field has just been so embarrassing.
And Quinton Williams has gone on to be really good at Dallas and a Pro Bowler.
Have they been worse than the Raiders?
Yes. I think they're the worst team in football,
No,
the Jets.
the Raiders.
Oh.
The Raiders.
Oh, man, I don't know. You know what? Who cares? They are both dreadful, dreadful teams.
Yeah.
Do you reckon
And-
Josh Allen's going to give them their interception?
He might. If anyone would do it, it'd be him. He'd just like arm punt one.
I
on third
think
and
that Josh
long.
Allen's going to be on ice halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, I think they're
He'll
going to
go Mitch Trubisky, then he'll give them the interception.
Maybe.
That's more likely.
Maybe.
All right,
Maybe a
next
trick
game.
play.
Detroit at Chicago. This is a big game for Chicago. They need to win this game to lock up the 2 seed.
Yep.
If they lose and the Eagles win,
They get the 2 seed.
Eagles get 2 seed.
so because what's the Eagles' record right now?
It's the same.
Same.
Oh, they're the same because I know that the
Oh no, Bears have the tiebreakers. They beat
Bears
the
have the
Eagles.
tiebreaker, but
Eagles
if the Eagles win, which I think they will against Washington,
They'll have more wins.
they'll have more wins than the Bears lose because the Eagles
Oh
are
yes.
yeah, they're both 11-5. In
Yep.
saying that, we'll talk about the Eagles in a minute. They're resting a lot of guys, but I think I just think the Bears are a bit better than the Lions now.
No, not a bit better. They're a lot better.
I think like watching them and what they did to the 49ers defense, who have been a fairly good defense for most of the year, they systematically, if you want to watch offensive movement pre-snap and then routes off the line, go and watch Ben Johnson's offense because I got in a wormhole watching clips of them like talking about how defenders have to have eye discipline. So watching
They'll have
how
3
they
different
release,
guys move.
it's
Yep.
almost impossible
It is. Yeah.
for these like good defenders to understand what receivers are doing on any single route. And the difference now from the start of the year is that Caleb Williams understands what they're all doing.
Yeah, that was always the key.
Because that's where they were struggling early in the year is with all the inconsistencies came earlier in the years was Caleb Williams didn't know what was going on because there was so much. But now that he's working it out, the way he played last week, it was a disappointing end. I know. I saw a great thing where Ben Johnson came out and said, I was late with the play call. So we were late to set up. Caleb just did his best to get it done. And then at the same time, Caleb Williams was talking about it. And not once did he say the play call came in late.
Yeah.
He actually said, I got to set up late. So I put us under pressure. He took the fall for his coach and the coach took the fall for him. That is 2 dudes that, because it'd be very easy for Caleb Williams to go, the play call came in late. That's why the play didn't work.
Yeah.
But they like each other. They want to play for each other, with each other. Good things happening in Chicago. I'm really happy for Chicago. And I think they'll beat Detroit. I think they'll beat Detroit pretty comfortably this week.
Oh, they're going to smash them. Detroit have
Because no matter what Dan Campbell does,
completely.
like no matter what he does and how he motivates, I just don't think it's going to work this week.
And Johnson will want this.
Yes.
He'll want this to stick it to the Lions.
Oh, yeah,
and
he does.
And they
I've said
pumped
this,
him week 2.
and I've
The
said
Lions
this
pumped
before, you don't let geniuses leave the building.
Well,
You were
can't do
never
much
keeping
about it.
Ben Johnson
There's going to be a head coach.
because you couldn't fire Dan Campbell and put him in.
270 yards we need from Caleb to
270
get
for 4,000
for
yards.
4,000 yards, first ever in Bears history. So, and I think this might be a bit of a shootout because the Bears defense has been quite leaky.
Yeah, it
They
generates
give up a lot of
turnovers,
yards.
but they give up a lot of yards.
Yeah, give up a lot of yards and a lot of scores. So, bet the overs 270 yards.
Oh, I want a 4,000-yard pass. I
Yeah,
want-
for
I think-
sure.
What does he need for the record? It's only like 30 yards or something for the Bears passing record, I believe. I think it's Cutlers, if I remember correctly.
It would be
Or
Cutler.
Grossman, maybe.
I think
No,
so.
I
Or
think
Kyle
it might be
Orton. I'm just trying to think of all the shitty.
Mitch Trubisky.
It could be Vince McMahon. Not Vince McMahon.
Vince
a-
McMahon.
There's no chance of that.
Who's McMahon who used to
Oh, from the 80s.
won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
It's not Vince McMahon. Anyway, McMahon.
Ed McMahon?
No.
No, he's the Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler. How
Yeah.
much does he need? What's he on?
He's all time.
What's Jay Cutler's yards in a season?
Oh, in a season?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, are you looking at all time?
Yeah, sorry. I thought you wanted all time.
Jeez, Cutler all time is diabolical. And he played for like 6 years for him.
Yeah, he was a tall, white, handsome gunslinger.
Yeah, he was a gunslinger.
Was he ever?
Yeah, he's a good cigarette
yeah.
shot after the game.
Most was Eric Kramer in 1995. He had 3,838 yards.
So he needs about 100 yards to get it.
Yeah.
I think he'll get that pretty comfortably. Go Bears.
I'd say so. Yep.
Bears win and lock up the 2 seed. Bears Green Bay week 1 of the playoffs.
Stunning turnaround from last year. This is unreal.
I
Yeah,
love it.
fantastic.
The 49ers game sealed it for me. They are good.
Yeah.
They are offensively, they are a
yeah.
very, very good team. Chargers at Denver. Chargers arresting Herbert. Oh, I think this is going to be they're putting the towel in. They're going to finish the 6th seed and see
This
who they
is,
get.
for me, the exception to the rule. Like, you have to rest Herbert.
Oh, because he could die against these guys.
You
There's
could
no point.
legit die. Yep.
Yeah, their
So, like,
offensive line is so
I'm all for you play every game, you play every snap with all your starters, you have all your momentum. If your quarterback will die, and especially against this D line, and when you have 0 O line, you cannot play him.
No, I think this is a great. They are putting the sword down.
Smart move.
Denver will get the 1 seed, and yeah, they'll lock that up.
And
And hey, good on
to
Denver.
fight
They've had
another
a good year.
They've had a good year. And they know that they'll play whoever the 3 seed is. They're probably the Jags.
Oh, yeah, most likely.
Most
Yeah.
So
likely.
they know that they could probably, if whoever they have left is healthy, they give themselves a shot to win that game. So
And shout
Smart
out to
move.
both these teams, Denver and the Chargers, because they were a part of ending the reign of the Chiefs as well. I know Denver played the Chiefs the second time when they were pretty dinged up, but they both swept the Chiefs this year.
Yeah.
good.
They took this division back by force. In particular, the Chargers in that first game in Brazil,
Yeah,
where they won that with just being the better team and beating
yeah, they
up
just
on
beat
them.
them. They just beat
And
them.
then they beat them
Yeah.
the next time when the Chiefs were 100% on the ropes
Yep.
and needed
Needed to win. Yep.
everything relying on it, and the Chargers just destroyed them. So
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Um,
in Arrowhead too.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
shout out to both these teams. They've had a really good season. They've stole that division back.
And
Now the Chargers are fighting uphill.
and fuck the Chiefs.
Fuck the Chiefs.
And shout out to the Chargers throwback uniforms with the old LT,
Oh, the ones that had on the
the,
weekend. Yeah, that were
mid 2000s.
good. Yeah,
They're
that was
sick.
it just reminded me of LaDainian Thompson straight away.
Yeah.
LT,
On his jersey up there on their little figure
LT,
eight.
Antonio Gates.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Phillip
God,
Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
Yep.
They're rolling them out again this week.
Phillip Rivers still playing, by the way.
Yep.
All right, next game, Tommy.
Yeah, big.
Arizona at Rams. Rams will win by 100. Stafford will play the whole game, and he'll get the MVP.
Can he get it back?
Yes, he should get it back. Do you know how much better? So there's
No, I'm
yeah,
100% in agreement that Stafford is 100% the MVP because he had a 4-month stretch that was better than Drake May's best game.
So Stafford has thrown 42 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, right?
Yep.
3 of them were on the weekend.
Against they have had the toughest strength of schedule in the NFL. The
Yep.
Rams.
They
The
come out of the
toughest.
NFC West.
Number one toughest schedule in the NFL.
Yep.
The Drake May's thrown 30 touchdowns, still very good. Don't get me wrong, but it's 12 touchdowns less against the 32nd worst record in the NFL.
strength. Yeah.
Strength of schedule.
Yep.
So that alone just tells you Stafford is the MVP, and if they give it to May, I will actually be pissed off by it because it is 100% following a narrative.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the 2 seed. He's turned them around. No, what's turned them around is them getting a little bit better. They've got better for sure.
Yep.
And then playing the worst schedule, which is not their fault, but it's the worst schedule in. I cannot remember a schedule this bad.
And
And they've only had 1 win against a team with a winning record, which is the Bills the first time they played them in week 4.
yeah, that's right.
Week 5, whatever it was.
But their wins they've been convincing of late, but there was like a 5-week period where they were winning by missed field goals and missed PATs. Like they're not stomping teams. The Rams, for the majority of the year, stomped everyone.
The Rams were we had them as number 1 team by far, no doubt about it, until they lost to Seattle 2 weeks ago.
I can't
was what
believe they
changed
lost to the Falcons on the weekend. I can't believe it.
It's a bad loss. Every team's had a bad loss.
Yeah, they just
Well,
got jumped.
they had their bad loss a month ago against the Panthers.
That's true.
should have
In
been their bad
fairness,
loss.
Puka
Panthers-
caught that on the sideline. Puka caught it.
It definitely looked
Nah,
like a
he
catch to
didn't.
me.
Those
No, no,
last three plays were Stafford missing a touchdown on the first.
Oh,
one.
yeah, that
there
was
was
shocking.
wide open
Yeah.
walk-in touchdown,
Overthrew.
and then
Yeah.
the Puka, which catch no catch, close enough.
No,
whatever.
he grabbed the ball.
If it was
like-
called a catch on the field, it would have stayed a catch. It was only because they called it incomplete on the field because
No, because as he was bringing it into his body, you
He
saw the
juggled it.
defender dislodged it.
Definitely bobbled, but
Yeah.
come on, bro.
But
And
he
then
didn't
it was
control it.
and then it was PI on Atwell on that deep ball. At the end.
Oh, that was shocking. That was the
He
worst.
Grabbed his arm and pulled it, and he's like trying to get it free with one arm up. Should have been PI on the goal line, kick a field goal, go to overtime, or win it.
How do you miss that call?
Well, they
bad
said
reffing.
Well, they said that they were hand fighting, but like at a certain point, when the defender is only grabbing the hands and the receiver is now going for the ball,
How
I
can
get
you
during the
hand
stem of
fight
the
when
route.
someone's running, when someone's gone past you and run past you? Why would the receiver want to hand fight with
No,
you?
if he's
No, they
trying
were-
to get separation,
He wants to
not-
run at that
yeah.
point. It makes if they're in each other's faces and they're hand fighting, all for
No,
it, right?
they were definally hand fighting during the stem of the route.
Yeah, and then he
But
broke
then
free.
when the receiver stops doing that, and then
The bottom line is if you can't get two hands up to catch a ball because someone's holding your arm,
100%,
it's PI.
100%,
And they
every day.
stuffed it up. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's all the same. Stafford will win MVP. If he doesn't, I'll be absolutely shitty
He's
about
so-
Sorry to go on
Just
you.
so
We
you-
have to get into the primetime game.
Oh,
It's,
who cares?
it.
Chiefs Raiders.
Chiefs Raiders. The Raiders will lose this because this will be two teams
No, I
trying
think
so hard to
the
lose.
Chiefs are going to lose this more.
Oh my god, who wants to? This is how sad the Chiefs season is. Who they will want to lose this game so badly.
I love it.
Yep.
George has never been.
Imagine being an NFL team and your points per game is 14. What are you doing? The Raiders are so bad.
they're awful. All right, next game.
I told you they're the worst team in the league.
Points, yards, and time in possession.
No,
They're the
Jets.
worst team in the league.
Jets are still worse. You know what? They should have to play each other for number one pick. I wish they would.
That
Bring
would
that
actually
in.
be fun as
In the wild card round, have
And
the
you
two
actually have
worst
to
teams
try and
play off.
win.
Yeah, the winner gets the number one.
another quick one here. The Pats will
pick. Can I just say,
stitch this
in
up by half time.
fairness to the Dolphins, they're not the Jets.
No.
They're a bit friskier. They play a bit harder. They run the ball really well. This is a little bit of a danger game. I'm not saying the Patriots are going to lose.
They have to play well to
But
win.
this is a game that, and also the Broncos game is before them, so that could be over by then. They could actually not play a few of their guys if they know Denver are winning. If Denver have won, because what is this the morning game, Tom? We'll just scroll it up again.
Yeah, it is.
Is it 5 a.m.?
No, it's
8:25. It's the
a
same
afternoon
time.
window.
Is it the same time as the Chargers game? I think it is. I
yeah.
can't. Chargers. Yeah, they're playing at the same time. So,
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what they do.
They'll want to win this. The Patriots will want to win this. Don't worry about that.
well, they need another win against a
Well,
team with a losing record.
I'm sure they want to win. But I don't think the Dolphins are in the lay down and just die mode.
no, I think this is not the Jets. The Dolphins are going to fight this, and Quinn
Yeah.
Ewers has played okay.
he wasn't too bad.
He
He looked all right last week.
they're going to cut Tua. They're going to get rid of Tua,
Oh, for
and
sure.
they will roll with Quinn Ewers if they have to.
Yeah.
But I'm not. He's looked better than Tua.
Yeah,
last couple of
but
weeks.
it's in cold Foxborough or whatever they call it
like
now.
they shouldn't win, but I'm just saying it's not going to be a walkover like the Jets. They don't play like A-Chain's running the ball incredibly well.
Yep.
Quinn Ewers actually isn't afraid of the cold like Tua is. I just think Patriots will win, but it'll be closer than what you think.
Yeah, I completely disagree. I think this game will be over by half time.
Yeah, fair enough. And you know what? It could really happen too.
I think that they're going to score a touchdown on their first 3 or 4 drives, and it's going to be done.
Yeah, fair
That's
enough.
what I think.
All right, next game.
All right, last game.
Washington Commander at the Eagles. Eagles arresting everyone. They're basically, which is odd. Why are they doing that in accepting the 3 seed
Because
when
I
they
thi-
can win? They can win and take the 2 seed.
no, they have to. Chicago have to lose as
Yeah.
well,
And for them to win.
and
So
and you know what I honestly think? I think that they're going to win with their backups.
Yeah, they probably will. Washington. Or
That's what I
Why?
honestly think.
Why, when their offense has been so bad for how long?
Yeah, wouldn't you want to? Okay,
Why don't you want to have
you want,
I
like,
think
a
they
tone-up game?
well, yeah, I get your point, and I don't necessarily disagree.
because they can still get the 2 seed theoretically. Well, they can easily get the 2 seed because there's a very real chance the Bears
Yeah.
lose to the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
That's not unrealistic. It's
It's
not likely.
It's
but
not likely, but it's not.
it's not unrealistic. So they play this game, they win. They get their offense. They can run the ball. They can almost use this as a bit of a training drill.
like they
Washington
did
is-
last time they played?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like
Man,
yeah.
honestly, I think in the building they think we'll try and rest as many guys as we can to get everyone as healthy as possible. I truly believe that they believe
From the
that
3
they
or 2, it doesn't matter.
can- 3 or 2 it doesn't matter,
That's fair too. That's
And-
like a winning mentality.
and they think that whoever we've got to play, we don't care. We can beat anyone at home, which they probably can, just about.
Yeah, they'll be in it.
They'll
Yeah,
be in it
sure.
at home for
100%.
sure. And as I said before, it's a bit of a throwaway line, but it's kind of half true. Even the backups are good enough to beat Washington.
Probably. They
But
probably
you say 3 or 2 doesn't matter. 3 or 2 absolutely matters.
I prefer 2 having Green Bay come in than playing the Rams.
No, but like, if
Yeah.
if you're the 2, you get the second home game.
Yeah.
That is huge. Like, do you think that the Eagles could travel to who's going to be?
Well, they
the
already got
Rams?
pumped. They already got pumped in Chicago.
I can bring it up. I've got it here.
Like,
They already got pumped
Chicago.
in Chicago a couple of weeks ago.
Chicago?
Bring it up, please, Tom.
Yeah, so they'll either play Chicago. Well, Chicago, yep,
You'll
Chicago or the Rams.
So Chicago will be the 2 seed if they win.
Yep.
So then they'll play the Eagles will play the Rams week 1, and then they'll play the winner of Chicago or Green Bay.
Correct.
And if it's Chicago, they have to play they'll be on the road. Whereas if they get the 2 seed,
Chicago.
you play Green Bay, and then you get Chicago at home if everything
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
the way it goes. Or you get Chicago playing the Rams, beating them up a little bit, and if the Rams get through, then you've got the Rams at home week 2 of the playoffs instead of week 1.
And maybe another snow game.
I think them resting players is actually really stupid.
Yeah.
I get the theory. Don't get me wrong. Them's in the building going, hey, we won the Super Bowl last year, 2 or 3 seed. We're going to have to beat these teams anyway. We're in the same side of the playoffs
Yeah.
now. But the home game's more important.
Man, I honestly reckon we're going to beat Washington with our backups. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
even
definitely
remotely worried. Like,
They-
I know that might sound a bit dumb and a little bit arrogant, but I truly believe that Tanner McKee's probably going to throw for 300 yards against his.
Yeah, so Jalen Hurts
fucking
isn't
terrible.
playing this game.
No, I don't think he is.
No,
They-
I think
they
they're
wanted a
reckon-
real quarterback in, I think they said.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Got
You
him.
know what?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? That was an unneeded cheap shot. I'm
And
sorry.
shout out to Lockie
Sorry,
Cam.
Jalen.
Shout out to Lockie Cam just quietly. Yeah, you got beat by a fullback.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Kempy was talking some mad
You got
shit.
beat by a fullback. Your
Well,
golden boy, your golden boy
in-
MVP couldn't get it done, big boy.
in
He had the
fairness-
ball to do it, and he couldn't get it done.
Did
Sorry.
he get beaten by a fullback?
First half, he played very well.
Hurts.
Yeah, first half, he played very well. If you watch the game, he played well.
I
He had a-
watched it.
He had a lot of good throws.
He had 2
to
good throws. One on the sideline to AJ Brown and one over the middle.
Gongers.
between the defenders.
good enough to win. Go Birds.
Let's talk about the second half when the
our-
game is on the line.
Our backups. Yeah, we won. Yeah, our backups will beat the
On a
Commanders.
throw that Ali
Hey,
makes.
hey,
nothing
we're
of.
not talking about that game. We're
Stop.
not getting into this
Stop.
hole.
We won the game, mate.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it
was
Wins,
last
wins.
week. It was
All
the
that
week
matters.
Good.
Wins are wins. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm on your team,
That's
George.
right.
And
Our,
kind of
backup will beat the Commanders. They fucking suck.
Of course.
I just think they will too. Unless old Quinny boy just gets them up, because there was a bit of heat last time you guys played.
For a quarter.
There was a bit of heat. Like the wins.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is
At
if
home
if they
against
play
Washington.
backups and they lose, you reap what you sow. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, look, I don't disagree, but I don't see it.
No, me neither. All right, that's it for us this week. Special shout out to Tommy on the 1s and 2s again.
Absolutely.
Some unreal work this week.
Dominant
with,
display with the graphics.
getting all the
Get on the
graphics up.
YouTube or the Spotify, and you need to fully experience the graphics because they're just
Don't even
there's
watch
something.
us. Just
No,
look for the graphics.
With all seriousness,
Me,
if-
definitely
yeah.
don't watch me.
if you could do
Jesus.
us all a favor, and if you're going to watch this show, if you're not driving around in the car, which then you're obviously going to listen to audio. If
No.
Zard, stop. Not everyone's a piece of shit like us. Get onto our YouTube, subscribe to us, and please watch it on our YouTube. It's the channel that we're really pushing to try and grow,
Amen.
and it's been growing a massive amount. So if you can get on there and give us a subscribe, it actually goes a long way to helping us.
And you
Um,
get the benefit of the graphics.
The graphics. And then also you can watch video on Spotify too if you want to as well.
Bang.
So shout out to our friends at Sporting Globe Churnside Park. Again, Super Bowl will be down there. Get your tickets. They're for sale now. Get in there and buy them. They do get close to selling out most years. So just get in there early and
Yeah,
don't
just
have to
lock it up
worry
and
about
get,
it.
so you don't have to worry about it.
It's only 5 weeks away, guys.
I'll bring my Sharpie. I'll probably be signing DJs and Jules' tits. So come down and have a look at that.
Jules don't have tits anymore.
I'll bring my boxing gloves, so whoever wants to fight, we can fight.
Yeah.
Are you at least your best consolation prize is if the Eagles lose in the playoffs, you get to come to Super Bowl with us.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good consolation prize. I'll take that. That's fine.
And yeah, make sure to follow the Sporting Globe, download the app, change it to the Vault Studio NFL podcast and the sponsorship information. Follow us on all forms of social media, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Peace out, everybody.